On November 27th, 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer woke up with no idea that today would be the last day of his life. For 2 years inside Columbia Correctional Institution, he'd lived like a ghost, quiet, isolated, watched constantly. But on this morning, something felt different. Something he didn't know. Today, the people who feared him the most were the ones standing close enough to end everything. At 5:50 a.m., the guards approached Dahmer's cell. He was already awake, sitting on his bunk with his hands folded. He didn't look tired, didn't look afraid. He just stared forward like he'd been expecting this day for a long time. Dahmer rarely spoke to anyone, but today he actually nodded at the guard. That alone was strange. He refused breakfast, again. He hadn't eaten properly in months. Some said it was guilt. Some said it was depression. Others believed he simply didn't care anymore. But there was one thing every guard agreed on. Dahmer had lost the will to survive. At 6:15 a.m., he walked toward the prison workroom. It was a cleaning assignment, the kind prisoners used to prove good behavior. Dahmer wasn't supposed to be around other inmates. He was too infamous, too hated, too targeted. But for reasons still debated, that morning he was placed with 2 other prisoners. One of them was a man named Christopher Scarver. Inside the workroom, Dahmer scrubbed graffiti off a bathroom wall. He didn't talk, didn't look at anyone, didn't even complain. Multiple inmates had tried to hurt him earlier in his sentence, but today he didn't request protection. He didn't look over his shoulder. He didn't react when Scarver walked into the room. At exactly 8:10 a.m., the guard supervising them stepped away for a moment that changed everything. Scarver picked up a metal bar from the weight room next door. He walked toward Dahmer, and for the first time that morning, Dahmer looked up. Witnesses say Dahmer didn't scream, didn't run, didn't even lift his hands. He just whispered something quietly. "I don't care if I live or die." Minutes later, guards rushed back and Dahmer lay on the floor, badly injured. Scarver offered no explanation beyond a cold. He crossed the line. At 8:56 a.m., Dahmer was taken out of the prison on a stretcher. No restraints, no emergency alarms, no panic. His eyes were half open, unfocused, like he wasn't even present anymore. At 9:11 a.m., Jeffrey Dahmer was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. Just like that, the man whose crimes shook America was gone. No final meal, no final speech, no slow countdown like other infamous criminals. His final 24 hours were simple, quiet, and empty, just like the life he lived inside those prison walls. And that is how the story of Jeffrey Dahmer truly ended. Not by the justice system, but by the people who lived beside him.